This is lesson 15-7, acted out and used reasoning. Our essential question, how can you act out a problem to solve it? And this is our problem solving lesson. There is no vocab for this lesson. Example number 1. Jerry has 2 fish tanks and 20 fish. She wants each tank to contain an even number of fish. How many different ways can Jerry arrange the fish in the tanks? So we know she has 20 fish altogether, and she wants all the tanks to have an even number. So let's start brainstorming some of the different ways that she can arrange these fish. She could have 2 fish in the first tank, which would leave her with 18 fish in the second tank, because that would be 20 fish altogether. And then she could have 4 fish in the first tank, because remember, she only wants even numbers. I can't have any odd numbers. And then she would have 16 fish in the second tank, because that equals 20. Then she could have 6 in the first one, and 14 in the second one, 8 in the first one, and 12 in the second one, 10 in the first one, and 10 in the second one. And then she could have 12 in the first tank and 8 in the second one, 14 in the first tank and 6 in the second one, 16 in the first tank and 4 in the second one, and then 18 in the first tank and 2 in the second one. Now I know that is all my combinations because I can only do even numbers, and she only has 20 fish, and all my combinations add up to 20. So let's see how many different combinations there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she can arrange her fish 9 different ways. Example number 2. Eileen is giving 12 of her old toys to 2 different charities. She wants to give a minimum of 2 toys to each charity. How many different possible ways can she distribute the toys? So we know she has 12 toys altogether. She's splitting them up between these 2 charities, and she wants each of them to have a minimum of 2. So that means we can't give away just 1. She wants them to have at least 2. So the first charity could have 2 of them, and then the second charity would get 10 because she has 12 toys altogether. 2 plus 10 equals 12. Then she could give the first charity 3, and the second one would get 9. The first one could get 4, and the second one would get 8. First one could get 5, and the second one would get 7. The first one could get 6, and the second one could get 6 also. The first one could get 7, and the second one could get 5. The first one could get 8, and the second one could get 4. The first one could get 9, and the second one could get 3. And then the first one could get 10, and the second one could get 2. I can't keep going because then the second charity would only have 1, and we can't, she doesn't want to give away just 1. So let's count up our different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ways. Here's your practice problem. Set up a chart or a table like I did, or if you have your own method, you can do that also. And don't forget a word problem or a question, and rate your understanding.